Hi everyone, I am Miss Taylor, and today we will be learning about intro to stage makeup. So this is great for anyone who is looking to put on their own shows, or if you're just a theater teacher or a theater student, coming here to learn all things stage makeup. And let's get into it. And I'm gonna make all these slides available to you, um, as well as the different interactive guides that come with it. So first, what we're going to be learning today, we're going to learn the definition of stage makeup as well as its purpose in theater. We'll learn about how stage makeup is different from everyday makeup. We'll learn the different steps that you should take to pursue a career in stage makeup artistry. And then we'll understand the different types of stage makeup. Lastly, we'll also recognize basic materials or essentials and techniques that should be used in stage makeup. And again, I have a few different guided worksheets for you or for your students to participate in. So let's start. What is stage makeup and why does it matter? Stage makeup is the use of cosmetics to enhance or alter an actor's appearance to better portray a character. So, if we had to sum this up, stage makeup, you're using makeup to portray a character. This is so important because stage lighting is intense, right? And so we have to use some of those bold colors, dramatic contour, and of course, big, bold movements to be able to be seen on the stage. Because imagine that you're someone, watching a play or a musical from far, far, far away from the stage or all the way in the back. Without stage makeup, you'll probably just look like some ghosts, some blobs. But with stage makeup, we can really see, understand, and capture your character. And to the right, you'll see some different examples of cool stage makeup designs that have been done. So, before we get into all the nitty gritty about stage makeup, I wanted to take a moment to allow you all to understand what it takes to become a stage makeup artist. And so, the first thing that you would do is attend a beauty school. This is as simple as just Googling like makeup, cosmetic, beauty schools near me. From there, you would find an experienced mentor. So, a mentor is just someone that you look up to who's doing well in their career, their field. And so, you could go on Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn. You could ask people within your network or at your beauty school. If you go to a play or a musical and you love the makeup, you can try to find out, who did the makeup for this show. And that's a great way to find a mentor. Once you find your mentor, you can ask them like, "Hey, can I shadow you? Hey, can I come with you? The next time you do a gig." And this is a great way for you to get experience on the spot. This doesn't mean that you'll always be paid for your work, but you will be paid in experience at this stage in the game. Next, you want to build a makeup portfolio. So this is as simple as taking different photos and videos of the makeup that you do, and putting them online. I would highly suggest putting them online, as well as in a binder or folder. It's cool to have it in a binder or folder because whenever you pop up on someone, it's like, hey, look at all the cool work that I do. I have a tangible form of it that you can review right now. But otherwise, I mean, the internet is the greatest way to be able to showcase the things that you've done to anyone all across the world. So start a website. And then the last step, step four, and this is where we start making the monies. You want to network with people in your field and start booking gigs. And so, again, whenever you go to a play or even just a rehearsal, like let people know who you are, what you do, give them access to your website, your business cards. Naturally, your name will start to get around. Naturally, the more that you do work and book gigs, other people start talking about you. Um, and again, I would really, really lean on the internet, and we're in the digital age, so the internet, social media, etc., as a way to network as well. But just know that your work as well as your kindness will always precede you. So the magic question is, how much money can I make? Well, this just depends, right, on how many gigs you book and how well you're paid for said gigs. But A makeup artist for theater and performance can make upwards of $140,000 a year, or even more than that. So, you can do pretty well as a theater makeup artist, stage makeup artist. So, let's talk about the difference between stage makeup versus everyday makeup. So stage makeup is a lot heavier. It's more pigmented than everyday makeup because it is to be seen from a distance, not close up, right? And so again, remember our analogy of you went to a play, you're sitting all the way in the back. And from your perspective, the makeup just it probably looks normal. They just look like their character. But if I was to come up to the actor face to face, they would look very bold, maybe even a little scary. But it would be okay because it was for stage makeup. So whereas everyday makeup is not as dramatic. It's a lot lighter. It just looks a bit more normal face to face. And remember that if you were to do light makeup on stage, from afar, you will likely look like a faceless blob. Let's look at this example at the bottom. And you can see on the left, we have stage makeup, and on the right, we have everyday makeup. On the left, what we see is the bolder brows, eyeshadow. She has on liner and the lashes. She has rosy cheeks with what appears to be a little bit of highlighter, as well as her lipsticks, nice and bright and bold. So whereas on the right side, we see that it's just a little bit lighter. So again, stage makeup on the left side, and then you'll see the everyday makeup on the right side. Now, let's talk about the different types of theater makeup, right? So starting with basic, again, this is just us doing like uh, brows, eyeshadow, the lipstick. We're just trying to embody our character or bring out our natural facial features. Nothing too crazy here. Next, we have animal makeup, which is pretty self-explanatory. Special effect makeup is super fun. This is where we start to see some of the play with different prosthetics or blood, gore, etc. Kind of similar to horror, which is what we see on that bottom left corner. From there, we also have period slash historical makeup. It's exactly what it sounds like, just having makeup that mirrors a specific time in history. We have character makeup, which is super fun. Almost like for Halloween, when you dress up as a certain character and you do the makeup to depict that character, it's just like that. Then lastly, we have old age makeup, which is again exactly what it sounds like, just making you look old. So running through them one more time: basic, animal makeup, special effects, horror, period slash historical, character, and old age. And so, of course, we want to be able to try and bring all these different makeup looks to life. And if you're building a portfolio, it makes sense for you to, have a few examples from each of these different categories. Other aspects of stage makeup, right? And so these are things that you can do to, again, help someone really embody a character. There's wig work, which is using different wigs or hair pieces to bring that character to life. We see facial hair, which is a fun one. Bald caps. It's reminding me a lot of how everyone has been dressing up as Steve Harvey. You use a bald cap for something like that. And then we also have prosthetics, right? And so that's kind of a way that we can create certain facial features like this long nose or give yourself pointy ears, etc. So there's wig work, facial hair, bald caps, and prosthetics. Now let's talk about stage makeup essentials. And so if this was your first time doing stage makeup and you're trying to figure out, well, what do I need to get to go ahead and start? This is a bit of your cheat sheet, right? So I want to preface this by saying that you want to lip makeup. You want to make sure that you have the right hygiene products. So things like Q-tips, cotton pads, alcohol, disposable applicators, etc. We'll discuss that a little bit on the next slide. But as far as makeup itself, you should probably get a foundation palette so that you have different skin color ranges so that you can meet everyone's needs. As a woman of color, I have to say that you have to make sure that you have foundation for everyone's skin tone. It's nothing worse than, preparing for a show and the makeup artist doesn't necessarily have the color that meets your needs. Um, so, with that being said, make sure that you have foundation that covers a range of different skin tones. You want to have an eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, blush so that you can look alive on stage. Red lipstick, or depending on the character, you can have a number of different lipstick shades. Lip liner, mascara to again really bring out your eyes along with that eyeliner. The eyeshadows, even if you're not necessarily doing a particular look, eyeshadow still helps to add some depth to the face. And then, of course, you want to make sure that you have your brushes. And again, be sure that you have different hygiene products like makeup wipes, cotton pads, disposable applicators. And so let's look over here to the right at some basic guidelines for if you're doing makeup for a show. So this doesn't necessarily mean that you're trying to meet a certain character, do the animal looks or special effects, some of the extra stuff. This is just basic makeup for a stage play, or even if you were doing a dance or a music performance, right? And so we want to make sure that we have. Sorry, I'm at school right now, so I can hear the voices of children around me. Dark red lipsticks, rosy pink blush on the cheeks, which I love so much. You want to darken the eyebrows or extend them in case you're missing your tail. I don't have my tail, so I draw mine on every day. Black mascara on the top and the bottom of your lashes. I like to use, well, some people like to use, I don't really like to use it, I lie. The spoon method, where you put a spoon up and then you put the mascara on and make sure it doesn't get on your lids. What I usually do is just do the mascara and then take a Q-tip to clean it up. And again, like you can look on the internet for some of these different tips or tutorials. You want to have black eyeliner on the top and the bottom, and then again, some kind of natural eyeshadow shade, like a brown, tan, and or a white. Now, this is a basic makeup look. So let's talk about the importance of makeup hygiene, right? And so I cannot overstate that it is so important to use to just be hygienic, because otherwise you will get sick or infected. And why put on an amazing performance just for your eye to fall off because you didn't use proper hygiene? And so, as a makeup artist, you need to always sanitize your hands before and after your makeup application. You need to also make sure that your actors cleanse their faces thoroughly before and after applying the stage makeup. And I really hint on making sure that they cleanse their faces thoroughly afterwards because you don't want to have any kind of I think for me, like if I sleep in my makeup, sometimes it'll cause blemishes or, it just builds up. Um, Talking about sanitizing and disinfecting again, you need to make sure that you disinfect your makeup tools like your brushes, your sponges, tweezers, using alcohol. You should opt for disposable applicators. So, disposable meaning you can throw these away, they shouldn't be reused. And you can get these for bulk from Amazon or from your local stores. And you can have different applicators for mascara, lip products, and eyeliner. So these just usually look like, little plastic or cotton applicators. You want to use Q-tips, cotton pads, and makeup sponges whenever possible because we really don't want to share brushes, but that leads us to step 6. You want to clean your makeup brushes after every single use. And so sometimes if you go into a makeup store, they'll have like a spray that you can use, or you can just create your own spray using alcohol. And this is as simple as spraying, plotting it, on some kind of napkin or paper towel or cotton pad, spraying it again, trying to get as much of that color out of there. And then once it's finally looking, clean or pure again, then you know that it's ready for another use. But as much as you can, use disposable items. And then lastly, you want to check the expiration date on all your products, especially anything that's liquid based, because as it gets older, it could build up bacteria. And you want to keep your makeup in a very clean and dry area, right? And so, again, please be hygienic, wash your hands, wash your face, and wash all of your makeup products. Alrighty, so let's do a little refresher, right? So, what is stage makeup? Stage makeup is the use of cosmetics to help us look like characters and not like big blobs on stage underneath all the intense lighting. There are a number of different types of stage makeup, like basic makeup, the old age, animal, horror, historic slash period makeup, special effects, character. And honestly, there's so much more that can be done. It's such a creative discipline. We don't want to box ourselves in. Some essential stage makeup items include your foundation, your blush, mascara, lipsticks, brushes, and eyeshadows. And remember, you can always come back to that diagram that we looked at. You want to stay hygienic by making sure you wash your hands and your face and your applicators often. And now I'll give you an opportunity to tell me or to tell yourself because I'm not in the room with you. What else you've learned from this? It's like Blue's Clues where I wait for your response. Awesome. Alrighty, so now it's your turn to try, right? And so we have two different activities you can try. The first is a worksheet that allows you to design stage makeup. And if you'd like, my students would be doing it by picking two Alice in Wonderland characters, a female and a male. But you can use any, play, musical, film, TV show, etc. And then we also have an old age stage makeup printout. So where you are drawing and coloring in the diagram to make the face look like they're older. And so today's class period, we'll be working on sketching out some of these designs. And then in the future, we'll be using actual makeup application to bring them to life on ourselves and or other students. And so, if you're interested in these materials, they can be accessed through my website or download it. I'll include all that information below. And if you'd like to chat more or want more inspo, again, I'll include my contact information in my socials. Everyone, have a blessed day and enjoy all things theater, music, arts, and creative expression. You matter, your voice matters, your creativity matters. So you got to give it to the world. Blessings.